Vice President Cook, CEO Meyer, board members, delegates, Holstein Association members, and guests. I join with the others in welcoming you to Illinois and to this convention. And I express my appreciation and thanks to all those who have been involved in organizing and carrying out the activities of this convention. They've done a wonderful job. I would like now to introduce to you our board of directors and ask them to stand as they are introduced. We'll begin with Peter Waterman of Maine. And that wasn't intention, that was done some time ago. Jonathan Lamb of New York. Gail Carson of Tennessee. Mike Jones of Indiana. Dale Drendel of Illinois. R. Paul Burr of Wisconsin. Corey Geiger of Wisconsin. Roy Bushing of Kansas. Mark Current of Iowa. Bill Wright of Utah. Patrick Maddox of California. And John Burkett of Pennsylvania. It's been my opportunity to work with this outstanding group of directors. If you want to know what a Holstein Super Bowl team looks like, you've just been introduced to them. What a great team. Let's give them a round of applause. As I reflect on my years of being part of this association, and to be able to be here in St. Charles, Illinois is very special to me personally. I would be most ungrateful if I didn't recognize a very special friend and associate who lived in St. Charles, Illinois. M.B. Nichols, which most of you who are my age and thereabouts know M.B. Nichols, or the name. He sold me my first group of cattle back in the mid-1960s. And many of the cattle were selected from right here in this area. They were shipped by rail car. And then at that time, and oh, how anxious I was for that rail car to arrive to see what it contained. It was a very special and a special day to me to receive that shipment. M.B. Nichols was a great ambassador for the Holstein cattle. I was especially impressed to the attention that he paid to detail in that transaction. The pedigrees that I immediately received, the great condition the cattle arrived in, I knew for sure that he had a great eye for cattle. He and I ended up being very good friends, and he helped us in the Intermountain area a number of times, and I'll be forever indebted to him for my introduction to this Holstein Cattle Breeding Association. This past year has been a real important one in regards to our relationship with Zoetis. As an association, we are fortunate to be able to work together on projects that are mutually beneficial to each of us, as well as providing services and important information that is wanted and needed by not only our members, but the dairy industry as well. The Enlight program has been well received, and the participation continues to grow. Our Basic ID program benefits as a result of the interest in this program. We look forward to a strong working relationship that will serve the Holstein Association well. Zoetis' leadership and staff that has been involved have been great to work with, and we certainly appreciate each one of them and thank them. You know, genomics will be an important tool for our future. But I think it's important that we remind ourselves and understand that we should never forget that recalibration, meaning milk recording and classification, plus recording of important health traits that we're also concerned about, is absolutely essential to maintaining its credibility. The transfer of the service work, the genetic proofs and genomic evaluations from USDA to the Council on Dairy Cattle Breeding has added to the responsibility of the president of our association. I have come to appreciate more fully the efforts of our past presidents regarding the council. I know they give a great amount of effort and time. Progress has been made in regard to our relationship. I'm happy to report the MLA, or Material License Agreements, have yet to be signed. Holstein early on was criticized for not having this accomplished, and we have since learned that not a single MLA has been signed by any of the data providers. Our work is still in progress, and hopefully we're nearing being able to accomplish that in our industry and with the council and its various providers. Acknowledging all of the good work that is happening and the efforts of the good people associated with the council, and we currently have a very capable CEO in place now. As I leave this position, I wish to identify a couple of concerns regarding the workings of the council. One, we need to continue and even add to the number of active dairy producers overseeing the direction of the council. It's not enough for surrogates to be our representatives. The purpose of all that is done by the council is for the benefit of dairymen in our country. Second, it is certain that many of the decisions and directions of the council have a financial impact on those who could influence or desire to withhold information that we're entitled to. USDA did not have that potential conflict. We must expect and insist on open accountability. Production has not been much of a problem in our industry of late. And of course, the Holstein cow provides the lion's share of it. And our immediate needs look attainable. We need to focus on continuing to improve the breed while maintaining the production. The economic challenges we have recently experienced and those that appear to lie ahead require that we will need a more efficient and longer living cow that is trouble-free and can function in a changing environment. Holstein USA will continue to be the organization that provides unbiased data and tools to breed the cows for the years ahead. The steward or guardian of the breed is an important role that has and will continue to be taken seriously by this association. It will require innovative and forward-thinking leadership to keep this breed association relevant in a rapidly changing dairy world. We have fulfilled that responsibility for the past 130 years, and with the talented and committed members from all parts of this great country, Holstein USA will continue to be the gold standard for breeding Holsteins throughout the world. We have one of the finest youth programs anywhere. It has and will continue to provide a solid base of members and leaders for our industry and this association. Those who give their time, along with the charitable gifts of money, including industry associates, enable this program to prosper and grow. The staff of the association are to be thanked and appreciated for their part. The junior members attending this convention outnumber us adults. We're in a good position for the future. You know, if you have some time, we don't want you to neglect your responsibilities here. A visit to some of their activities would be enjoyable for you. As bright as our future looks, it's not without challenges. As we go forward, once again, we will have to remain relevant. We have, as members, resources within our funds to be able to deal with IT projects that will be important in the future. In our reserve account, as members of this association, we have the capacity to meet that need. And I think as we learned this morning in our early bird session how critical it is for us to stay abreast with the means of communication. And that will take resources for that to happen. And I trust and know that our future leaders and our board will make the right, wise decisions of the proper expenditure of these funds that will keep us in a position to be able to be competitive and respond to the needs of you as members. I'm pleased with the History Project and thank those who have made this possible. A full report will be given later at our convention. There will be a number of important matters of business that will come before our convention. One proposed amendment to the Constitution and several amendments to the bylaws, along with a proposal to adjust the director's compensation. We look forward to your vigorous debate and consideration of these items of business. As always, we are fortunate to have great candidates to choose from for our officers and directors. You'll meet them later this morning. As I conclude my term as president, I express my appreciation and thanks to my wife and family for their support over the years while serving. It's been great to work closely with our outstanding CEO, John Meyer. Each member of this association counts to him and benefits from his leadership. I've been fortunate to having had two New Englanders to work along my side, our current Vice President, Gordy Cook, and our former President, Chuck Warden. What a great pleasure it's been to work with these two wonderful men. I've been part of 10 teams over the years, and each one different, but equal to the others. Above all, I want to thank you members that have offered me this opportunity. I have greatly appreciated. Thank you.